Hi there everybody, this is Gammy, leaving off of McPherson Square, and tonight we're going to be watching some cars. Whoa, transit accessible Jersey Mike's. Now a lot of people are going to be wondering, wait Gammy, you could use the yellow line to go to the Mount Vernon Square station and that'll land you directly to the convention center. That's fine, but one, we're in rush hour or rush service, so that means that the prices like skyrockets up. And B, being a very frugal person, I'd rather spend less money and then just walk my way to the convention center. Yep. And another thing to mention before I left, I had to leave from an undisclosed location where I needed to use the silver orange line. By the way, did you notice that with the silver and the orange, those two lines are connected, and they're the two words that they don't typically rhyme. They do, but you have to look very hard at it. All right, I should be close to the station. Did I say station? I mean the convention center. I've been looking at a lot of stations due to my upcoming trip. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. There we go. This is the convention center, the Walter E. Washington Convention Center. Also next to it is a library that has turned into an Apple store. All right, here I am officially at the DC Auto Show. And here's my little stamp to approve it. Last year it was, the 2 years before it was the logo, but it looks like they're just doing the regular generic events DC logo. Normally I would find a car to format, the first car to format, and this is it. The really beautiful plastic Volvo. A nice beautiful throwback with a nice, look at that. Look at that. This foam meter is rising. It's a very nice, beautiful plastic interior right there. Yeah, it's 70 horsepower, but it's just classic and luxurious. Here we go. This is one of the Corvettes right here. The Stingray 3LT Coupe. Here's a look at, like, say, the vicious front. The hood's kind of popped out, but it's massively vicious. Really beautiful. One thing I've noticed is, like, in the past few years, well, let's just start that off. One thing that I've noticed is the increase in the supply of SUVs / crossovers. And you'll notice it because all the Malibus are gone, all the Camaros are gone, only the Corvette remains. Meanwhile, in the Ford side, only the Mustang remains, and everything else is pretty much gone except if you want to get a crossover. Right there's an Equinox RS. Let's see what's up with this. I like that. Nice and simple. This car kind of speaks to me, not because there is like a bias of the greens, but it's like a good size. Yes, I did mention that I did mention that whole stuff about the SUVs taking over the world, but I don't know, this is still a good car. 30 to the gallon, 2,500 bucks, or 25,000 bucks, sorry. And it's nice and compact. So right there is the Ford Ranger, super heavy duty. Or should I say built tough? I forgot about that slogan. This is quite a huge boy right there, with a tiny cab though. Meanwhile, right there, this little Ranger, if I'm right. Nice and convenient.
Really nice graphics in that.
35 to the gallon, and they're really cool. With a much better boot. Alright, time to phone the Mustang, time to phone the Mustang, time to phone the Mustang. Foaming the Mustang. Yes. It's Mustang, nothing else but pure adrenaline, pure beauty. I like this design, this updated design. Just a look at the nice, beautiful Ford. This one's the convertible version. Nice four-seater. Very classic. Modern classic design.
It's the weekend. Ryan,
Yeah, look at that.
I'm feeling.
A little bit of silverware.
I'm feeling. I'm going
Kind of giving that chrome vibe. Alright, cheapest of the Hyundais. I don't know how you pronounce it, but for $25,000, it is the Venue. Nice, compact, a little cutesy. Kind of reminds me of the Chevy that we just saw. I'm gonna close it before it gets way too annoying. But it's very nice, formal. I think for like my size, I would have to, it's not good for me. I would have to stand it up. I'd have to stand myself up kind of like this and then make an adjustment here. But that's just me. But this is it for the Venue. This is the iconic 5N. Ran a sub 10 minutes at Pikes Peak. And then did a 10:50-ish as well. And you can see how pretty it is with the imitation grills, but they did a really good job at the design. I'm inside like one of the Explorers. It's like on Explorer on steroids. Such a really huge car. I mean, literally look at it. It's like, to my size, super huge.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ford. My name is Dahlia, and I'm over here in the
Like about $60,000.
next to our Bronco Raptor. Right here, we've got a Bronco Badlands, and then we have a couple of Bronco Sports over here.
Now, this right here is the Volvo EX40 at around $54,000. Pretty nice car right here. There's like a nice interior right there. Looking at that. Sweet. So, right here is the Honda Civic 4D Sport. And one thing I'm actually going to be doing in this video is finding like what is the cheapest available price, or cheapest available car that they have in their lot. I'm only showing this one because they're kind of ghosting it with the price. And just because it is the smallest car in this selection, I'm just gonna call this the cheapest. I'll make a guess, it'll be $35,000. All right, for 28,000 clams, the Nissan Kicks. Crossover? Really nice, beautiful screen right here. It really showed much of the rear.
With accessories for kicks, you and your friend are free to roam.
Wow, I'm digging the Kicks. A little bit boxy for my liking, but I like it. I really love the red highlights on this. So I'm gonna go back to this truck, Maverick. At 29,000. Quite a deep boot, that's good. 5-seater, it looks like. Pretty. Kind of like that log cabin feel to it. One of those modern classics that we have. This is the Kia Soul GT. The most affordable will be if you get the LX trim at 20,000. And what's more is there to say about the Soul? With its unique, iconic look to it. Kind of a foamer or a mark for the red trimmings right here. I like it. And it looks like you got a pretty good grip at the steering wheel. There we go, this is the GR86. A really good and affordable version of the Supra, even though they've actually been here. This car has existed a lot longer than the Supra, the newer iteration of the Supra, I might add. Very nice seating right here. I really dig it. Good grip on the steering wheel, good. E-brake in a good place. They removed the knob for good reasons. And it's a pretty good car. I like it. Speaking of Supras, here we go. The nice and luxurious and quick and steady Supra.
That's the Supra, that's the 86. The BRZ or the...
Very nice, solid interior. They actually showed the back there. Interesting.
I would want this, like a fast car.
And otherwise, it's super nice. And again, it's all about comfort, just making sure that you do what you need to do in good style. The only issue that I have is that there's barely little room to see. And especially for a guy who's like small, basically like me. So I might have to get a seat cushion if I ever buy this. There we go. This is the Corolla SE from Toyota. Standing at, I actually lost it. There we go. Around 26 and 400 clams. Very nice, rough interior. I like it with the hints of red. I don't know, there's something about red this year that makes me like it a lot more. A nice screen, and I think it does the job. Wait, does that say it's a V8? Let me take a look. trying to see where it says. Nope, 4 cylinders. I had my hopes held up too high. But anyways, it's a pretty solid car. I like it. I like a lot of things. Here we go. Cybertrucks have taken over. Anyways, beautiful Lamborghini 60 anniversario. Nice purple Ferrari. A really beautiful Lamborghini as well. Two beautiful customized Porsches. I guess that's how it's pronounced. And another Christmassy Porsche. Followed by a Nissan GTR, a BMW M3, and then another lovely BMW. I believe that is the M8. Look at this, the modified big caddies. Big caddies. Right there, Camaro. I love that color shifting tone as well, I love that. And then a crazy mad Jeep. Everybody loves the beautiful, luxurious looks of the Ferraris. Right there. Blue one. Nice Bronco in the back. That rolls. Back to the rolls. That is peak luxury. Now, this is the main reason why I wanted to come to this. They finally revealed the Charger. And this one, I believe, will be the electric version, which is really beautiful, in my personal opinion. Super classic and it's super bad. It's all for
this is the electric.
70,000 clams. Here we go, the Fiat 500. A nice compact small car. Let's see if I can. Oh, this fits me very well. Oh, wow. That has a little bit of an aggressive red, but again, we're talking about Fiat. I definitely want to go all out, but for a small car, I kind of enjoy it. Nice Italian seating. My goodness, look at that. They're kind of going a Louis Vuitton style by putting Fiat on it. I personally enjoyed it. cars. McLaren GTS. McLaren S75.
I guess they're okay.
No, 750S. That's beautiful. And super classical. Right here's the Model 3, 37,000. I gotta say, I gotta hand it to. Oh, oopsies. I gotta hand it to Elon. He really knows how to make a very stylish looking car. Despite the many gaps that he would make on Twitter, but that's neither here nor there. It's a very good, beautiful looking car. I really love how big this is. Oh, look at that. I like it. This is the Subaru BRZ. Let me go ahead and open this up. Four traction. Well, no, that's fine. But here's the interior of it. This is kind of like a distant cousin to the Toyota 86. Though they kind of distanced themselves from each other over the past few years, making their own beautiful style. I'm just only picking this car because it's this thing right there, but yes. It's a very beautiful looking car. Very sportsy type of car, I gotta mention. Alright, rapid fire before I phone dies. This is the Jetta 21,000 clams. Very formal interior, which keeps it up to that Volkswagen roots. I gotta say, can't go wrong with a Jetta. Ooh, look, concept car. It's a really nice, pretty looking one. Wildcat EV. That's a very sleek design. I wonder what it will eventually evolve to if they continue it. A little bit Aspen-y, might have to say, but it's a really nice looking vehicle. Alrighty, everybody. This is Gammy many days after the event, and I gotta say I did love the event. It's a much better step up than last year. Last year, if I remember, there was a lot less cars. Stellantis was not there, and also just like the 2024 event, WMATA didn't get any buses from the event, unlike 2023 where they had one of the electric buses that they were debuting along with the Rosa Parks bus. They did not come back this year. But otherwise, like, some of the biggest attractions this year was the return of Stellantis along with the Dodge Charger, and also VW with the ID Buzz, which I did not get a picture nor any footage of because everybody was so crammed on it, looking back and forth, opening like every single cabinet, testing out every single seat. So just getting a video of it was just completely impossible and just made it like didn't do any justice to it. Also, I did get a chance to see the Art in Motion cars just as they were about to get started, just as they were about to plan, and looking at the designs that the artists were doing, and the artists were Matt Long, Sean Perkins, Corinto Gallery, and Des Customs. Also, speaking of Corinto Gallery, got one of their shirts. I love it. And you'll definitely see me, like, say, wear this a couple of times. But looking at their before and after pages throughout the whole event on their Instagram pages really looks super awesome. So to give a bit of a top three, I will say this. The Chevy Trax Active, they're definitely trying to compete with Subaru and their Crosstrek crossover car. So it's going to be a pretty interesting comparison to see like where they're going to go with this car. Second one would be the Dodge Charger. Again, they removed it and it left a lot of questions in the air what they were going to do. Well, we kind of had an idea that they were going to make an electric version of it. And it's going to be very interesting to see what is going to come of it as they start, like, say, releasing them and selling them as time comes on. And then third one, I definitely like, say, the ID Buzz, which again I did not take any pictures of, but it is like such a unique modern take for the VW microbus. The only thing is, I don't think we're going to get that much of a revolution like what the microbus had in the 60s. I think they're not going to really meet like their sales expectations. I could be wrong because, again, it is like, say, a pretty popular car when I saw it, but I just don't think that they're gonna get that sales that they're going to be looking for. I could be wrong though, but that car is pretty intriguing. And I'm just hesitant in saying that because the car market is already flooded with minivans, SUVs, and cars that have more than 4 seats for such a long time. So part of me is just saying, is it too late? Well, that's not the right word for it. A day late, a dollar short. Should they have done it earlier, pre-2020? Or is this, like, say, the best time that they're doing it? It just leaves, like, say, a lot of questions. And then I'm also thinking about, like, say, the discontinuation of the VW Beetle, which, to replace it with another, like, iconic car, with the ID Buzz being the successor of the microbus, like, maybe, like, say, they'll definitely see these sales just because of that, like, nostalgic tie. But there's just something that's telling me that they're probably overhyping it. A similar thing can be said to the electric Charger. However, they're in a bit of a spot where the only other electric muscle car is the Ford Mustang. So it is in a sense, a fresh new market. So since it is the, for lack of a better term, the second electric muscle car, quote unquote, to come into the market, I think they'll do all right. It is unlike the Mustang Mach 1 where It's a crossover. It's a genuine coupe sedan style muscle car, which for a lot of muscle car fans, they will definitely say yes to, with a bunch of asterisks. Because again, pure muscle car enthusiasts will prefer to have a V8 on it, which, if I remember correctly, and I'm not doing any research on it, but there is at least a pure engine and non-electric version of it, but I could be wrong. But to be a lot more optimistic, it is technically a very good time because the technology for electric vehicles are now, like, say, in a very good, in a very excellent point where people can ride them and not worry about, like, say, having it run out of battery in such a quick amount of time. And plus, there's like a lot more charger ports growing. So in the event that they do need to recharge it, you can go into like your local supermarket and have it charged. Though if you're out there in like the middle of the desert, then obviously that's going to be a much more concerning story. But that's neither here nor there. But it is a pretty good time since like the general public is more interested in electric vehicles. And at least for the people who love speed, power, torque, everything that's like, say, that makes us motorheads go crazy for the Dodge. That's what you want. You want speed. You want a lot of power. And then for a lot of people who are nostalgic for the ID Buzz, again, it is a successor to the Microbus. And so that pretty much does it for my video of the DC Auto Show. Can't wait to come back there next year and see what else they're going to have. And otherwise, thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates, and may y'all have a fantastic, wonderful day. Eh?